My dear parents, guardians and well-wishers, I feel glad to see you all present at this auspicious occasion of the school's half-yearly report card distribution from class 5 to class 10. It has been a very hectic involvement preparing the report for this day because as it is, due to the pandemic situation, the papers were not coming in as normal, as it should. When the examination is held, then at that time the teachers are able to collect the papers all together, wholly. But because of this pandemic situation, as a rule, the students had to give their examination at home. It was difficult to collect the papers from the students. Some gave it on that very day when the examination was held. Some gave it after a few days. So you could understand how difficult it was to prepare the report for this occasion. With all that, the teachers worked unanimously and they prepared the report for this occasion. We must thank the teachers for their unstinted support, for inculcating to the minds of you parents, of you students, the need for the online classes as well as the need for the online education. Without the online classes and without the online education would not have been imparted. Since the time the pandemic situation had started till this present day. All along, the school, with all this drawback, the school was able to undergo the various examinations, be it the first unit test examination, the half-yearly examination, etc., etc. Even there was no stone left unturned. Every part of the school's activity was based on the online system of education. The education itself first, then the discipline and the cultural programs as was to be maintained was maintained. Nothing was left unturned. Nothing the students were deprived of. It was as if the school was functioning as normal. With little bit drawbacks here and there, of course, you should understand that it was the pandemic situation. But with all that, we tried our best to make things possible, as clear as possible, so as to please, to satisfy you guardians, you parents, our students and our well-wishers for the type of education that we are imparting. You see, in the beginning the parents and guardians were very reluctant. They were shunning away from this online system of education. In fact, some of them had also withdrew their students from the school. Some of them were giving little or no impetus to the online system going in the school. And this is a fundamental, especially when the whole world is being impacted by the pandemic situation. You know the outcome of it, so many people have died. You know that various settlements and various establishments, schools, colleges, business centers, workplace have all been impacted by this, so much so that there is huge scale job in unemployment, and there is an economic loss, a wide economic loss which can never be got back. So you see the situation in which the school was facing, especially because Bharati High School, considering that it is such a small school, and with all that, we left no stone unturned. In the beginning, the parents were reluctant. It was due to the great efforts of our teachers who have constantly insisted upon the parents and guardians and students to follow the online classes. Because of this, it was very much clear that education would not have been imparted. And you know that we are the school, we are wholeheartedly involved in imparting education to all the people in the society concerned. We feel, and especially I feel, that education must be spread irrespective of all denominations to all parts of the society, so that in this way people in the society will be able to get the necessary knowledge, and they will be able to build their future and be able to stand in this competitive world. it takes two hands to clap. When one side is giving all the help, the other side is being negative, is not ready to accept it. This is a big achievement, considering that before in the beginning, it was null and void. Null and void means an empty set. And so this situation was null and void. And at this time, the impact of the response was that nearly all the students of Vikas Bharati High School had appeared for the half-yearly examination. You won't believe, even till this time when the report is being already set, the students are coming and they are submitting their papers. Why do you think they are submitting their papers even at this juncture? Why? Can anybody say why? The fact is that they have realized, and ever since inception also they have realized, that education is a factor that will solve all problems. And because of education being the factor that will solve all our problems, you see in this pandemic situation, it is education that is prevailing. It is education that is solving all matters concerning the pandemic situation. Everything must be needed, everything must be chalked out, it must be chalked out, it must be scheduled, it must be planned. And talking about these kind of systems needs education, it needs far-sightedness. How will all this come? It will come due to the purview of sound education with discipline. It will be just like a market. If there is no system, no education, no plan, then everything will go helter-skelter and things will become bad to worse. So in this pandemic situation, it was education that counted. So our teachers have